The Liberator Penetrator is up there as one of the best primary weapon choices to splatter the Terminid swarm. Picture this, you're being overwhelmed, trying to repel the never-ending waves of bugs, then disaster strikes. 3 Alpha Commanders start pushing your position, spawning warriors by the masses just as you've emptied your support weapon. You switch to your fully loaded Liberator Penetrator, a mag dump with laser-sharp precision and crippling damage output, swiftly decapitating them and sending them into a death spiral, limbs flailing helplessly as they hit the dirt. That is where the Liberator truly shines, folks. Its ability to terrorize the more frightening Terminid enemies like Alpha Commanders, Stalkers, and large clusters of swarm threats. The drum mag lets you handle many enemies comfortably, and its ability to switch between targets swiftly and accurately really takes this weapon to the next level. Just make sure you build it for maximum ergo and you'll be laughing all the way back to your Super Destroyer covered head to toe in Terminid sinews. Lovely. Pair it with the Quasar laser cannon or even the HMG 206 if you fancy it, and you've got an excellent combo that can handle most, if not all, Terminid threats with ease. Seal the deal with a gas dog or gas or incendiary grenades, and you can quickly bring entire screens of these skittering nuisances to a halt. This is easily in my top 3 weapons against bugs at the moment, rivaled only by a couple of others that I'll go over later in the video. If you're enjoying this top 5 primary weapon video, and only if you are, slap that like button and help push this video out to other Helldivers fighting the Terminid filth. And of course, if you want to stay up to date with all things Helldivers 2, smash that sub button, it really helps me out. Next up, the Scythe, and oh my word, what an absolute powerhouse this has become since the recent changes to how fire works with the addition of the high capacity heatsink. This drastically improves the weapon, and I genuinely think it's one of the biggest winners of the recent update. You're looking at a 50% increase to capacity, which means we are no longer living in fear of hitting our heat limit when facing an oncoming tide of the swarm. Given how this thing performs against lesser enemies in the Terminid ranks, hunters, warriors, hive guards, it's incredibly easy to spread fire and damage across the masses, dropping them at a surprisingly fast rate, and this has been further compounded by what I've just mentioned about the high capacity heatsink. Another massive plus for the Scythe is how well it works against Alpha Commanders and Hive Guards. You've got a primary weapon here, folks, that deals with small and medium Terminid units very effectively, and this isn't even factoring in your support weapon and stratagem choices. I'm going to be following this up with a loadout video in the coming days, so keep an eye out for that one. The laser cannon pairs beautifully with this setup. Open with the laser cannon on large swarms, and then switch to the Scythe to mop up once the overheat kicks in, or use the laser cannon to take down bigger threats like Biles, Impalers, and Chargers, and then switch to the Scythe to clean up the smaller ones. If you play this setup right, you can cycle between them indefinitely, throwing gas and fire, and it just gets wild. Oh, and you know those annoying flappies? You can take those out of the sky with one little touch with the Scythe, and that is a really big benefit. Back onto the Liberators, and the Liberator Carbine has really crept up on me as one of the premier choices against the Terminid swarm. It has an absolutely insane fire rate, and when you pair it with that 80 damage per bullet, it becomes incredibly formidable. I'll be honest, I've been sleeping on this one, folks. It really surprised me how solid a light pen weapon can be. It's genuinely changed my thinking. The only Terminid unit that it struggles against is Hive Guards, but if you play your cards right, this isn't really a big deal. It's also worth mentioning that you absolutely need the drum mag to make this thing shine, just like the Liberator Penetrator. It's the difference between struggling to kill 2 Alpha Commanders in one mag versus being able to clear 3 with ease. Phase Shift community members on stream have been telling me it's like a mini Stalwart, and I'd be inclined to agree. Pair it with a Stalwart or a HMG for some pure bullet hell insanity. And don't be put off by the fact it's light pen. The rate of fire, the sheer hail of bullets this thing throws out is more than enough to make up for the lack of medium pen. Try it out, you will have a blast. Despite Helldivers running on a fairly old game engine, it never ceases to amaze me how utterly epic and beautiful this game can look. The sinews exploding everywhere when we torch a little squirmy Terminid to death, it all just looks absolutely insane. That's why I'm excited to be partnering with Apex Gaming PCs. If you're thinking about upgrading your setup, Apex Gaming PCs has got you covered. Whether you need a high-powered rig for massively demanding games like Monster Hunter Wilds, or you just want things to run buttery smooth, they've got pre-built and custom systems that can handle it all. Plus, there's some solid discounts going on right now, so if you've even been considering an upgrade, now is a great time to check them out. And don't forget to use code FaZe at checkout for a 5% discount. The links are in the description below. The Torture is an absolutely fantastic primary against these new bugs and the bugs at large. If you can get lined up and get chances to fully unload the fuel tank into hordes, you absolutely disintegrate threats at the drop of a hat. Its damage output is lethal, provided you get an opportunity to do so. More on that in a moment. And you can spray the ground in front of advancing hordes as well, or right outside bug breaches to do nice dot damage there, and that's really useful. You can also use the Torture to deal with charges, which I think is a fantastic aspect of this weapon. Remember, it's only a primary weapon, so having the ability to deal with charges is a really nice touch. With that being said, this weapon choice does come with some conditions for it to be a viable pick. Due to the blistering pace of these enemies, it is imperative that we keep the bugs at bay, so CC is essential. That means using the gas rover, the gas orbital, the stun or the gas grenades. They are all the key to unlocking the full potential of this weapon. The more control you have of the battlefield, the better this weapon feels. Against the Terminids, the Eruptor feels like it's at its best. The swarming nature of the bugs means the shrapnel rework lends itself incredibly well to deleting clusters of units. Obviously, smallies like the Hunters are nothing to brag about, but when you start one-shotting Alpha Commanders from any distance and also dispatch Hive Guards, Mass Warriors, Stalkers at the drop of a hat, you can really start to feel the power of the Eruptor in its latest form. It also absolutely claps charges and impaler weak spots, and it can deal with Terminid structures such as Shrieker Nests and Spore Spewers very simply. It really shines when you push nests, closing bug holes with ease and literally bombarding any Terminid unit in those little indentations into a messy pulp. And this next one is an honourable mention and an old favourite, the Breaker Incendiary, and it's gone to dizzying heights with this new update, folks. Hunters, Warriors, Alpha Commanders, Stalkers, even to a bit of a lesser extent, Bile Spewers, you name it, it absolutely nukes them. Check some of this footage out, it's so strong. Keep in mind this is being done with the short magazine. Pay attention to the speed of the reload. This carries it against Terminids. I really recommend giving this one a spin, folks. Look how fast it deals with everything. With the added fire from the laser dog, it's just absolutely insane. And with the reload speed on our side as well, we're just setting everything on fire. It's almost like you can just forget about it all. Warrior. Cooked. It's so strong. I can't get over how well this is working. Stalkers on the field. Let's see how we do against them. They're getting wrecked, man. We are absolutely crushing everything with this fire weapon now. It is so good. Look at this Stalker. He's on fire. He's dead. Like, the speed fire deals with stuff now is absolutely insane. Let's check this out. Combining it and just spreading the fire around. Look at that, even at range. You're just sniping them. It's crazy. What are your top 5 weapons to take against the Terminid filth? Sound off in the comments below. Check out this next video. It's got you covered. Take care of yourselves. Keep having fun. Come check out a stream on YouTube or Twitch, and I'll see you in the next one.